Twitter, or X if you're racist. But with Twitter, you're gonna see a lot of right wing content thanks to a certain somebody who purchased it. You're gonna see, the average catfish talking about how they want men to do this and that, even though it's more than likely a man behind that account. You're gonna see maybe the average engagement bait. It's a whole lot of things on Twitter, but we're not here to look at engagement bait or catfish accounts or maybe recycled tweets. We're here to dive into a certain community that I've found on Twitter. Today we're looking at Incel Talk. Now, obviously with Incel Talk, if you don't know, it's incels are basically men who struggle to obtain women and pretty much blame it on outside factors, including the women, rather than looking on the inside and seeing what they could improve on. Like, bro, maybe if you would take care of yourself, get, regular haircuts, and possibly go to the gym, that girl would actually like to talk to you instead of running away. Now, a quick disclaimer, please, 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 for the love of God, don't attack these incels. Don't go out and find them. Don't make them feel worse than they already feel, because these people, some of them could grow up to be future Eugenes, as Birdman would say it, and we don't need that. Instead, offer a helping hand to one of these people. Don't go out and bully them. Be nice. Don't attack nobody from this community. Thank you. Now, in order to understand an incel, we first must learn how an incel works. Thankfully, one of them has provided their daily routine as a non-Chad. So, he first starts it off with doom scrolling all day because he needs dopamine and distraction from his BP, I think like bipolar or whatever. Then he commences with good old adult content daily, mind you, for compensating for his lack of action that he gets there. And then he also tops it off with gaming because it's a distraction from his current circumstances, I guess. And then he also eats. He never forgets his diet, which he barely explained that one, so yeah, I guess. And then we also got a bit of a concerning reply, which another incel agrees with this schedule and says that's his schedule too, but if things don't improve for him, then he's considering permanent retirement from life, we'll just say the least, which look, anything could change, but these people need to break out of their rooms and start touching grass, for a lack of terms, so that way things can at least get better, because Jesus Christ. Now, this next one includes a personal story from a survivor, and he says their most beautiful Jewish women left in the night with, the SS, if you will. And attached to it says foids, which I guess after reading is a slur they use for women. Okay, I hope I don't get demonetized for that. Foids would rather sleep with chads that are exterminating them like flies over a sub 5 male of their own. Fucking brutal. Wow. I mean, they literally come up with their own slurs for women in this community. Yeah, guys, it's getting pretty bad around here. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, if you have to make up slurs or derogatory names for women, I feel like it's time to look within. Maybe it's not the women that are the issue. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's time for them to get off the internet, go out and reconnect with nature, go get a haircut, go hit the gym. Maybe, take care of yourself, go out in nature, breathe fresh air, touch grass, feel the sun, even though it's like fall around here. Just reconnect with nature and disconnect from the internet, because this cannot be healthy. This behavior, it's not healthy. And now with this next video, we have a man journeying his slay maxing, which I don't know what that means. I think he's trying to he's trying to hit as many girls as possible. What am I even talking about? He's trying to fuck as many bitches as possible. Probably it. He's documenting his journey in which he had 2,000 swipes, and now he's gonna tell you the result of like what happened, and it's pretty damn sad. Yeah, here's the video.
All right, day one slay maxing as an LTN. Here we go. So I started up the Tinder, 2,000 swipes, boom, 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 boom. We got 8 matches. So here's the first match right here, right? I'm looking at it. It's an LTB. I'm an LTN. That's an LTB. We could get rowdy. But I soon come to realize that this is not a LTB, dude. This is an LTN, bro. It's a LTN. And same with this one. So at this point, I'm starting to question, am I actually an LTN or what am I? And I was starting to lose hope, but out of nowhere, Jade came along. And I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, she's not an MTB or she's not an HTB and she's maybe not even an LTB. She's not. But she's a human woman. All right? That's what matters, because here's the thing, guys. You don't start at the top of the mountain as an LTN. You got to work your way up there. All right? And if that means going through Jade, then that's what it is. Okay? And if this doesn't work out, I'm going to have to go solo clubbing on Friday. You got to do what you got to do, guys. This is going to be the greatest journey you've ever seen. I will message, or I'll see you guys soon.
All right. After watching that, slight hard watch, but first tip for him I could say is ditch all the acronyms, LTN, HTB, LTG, damn, like ditch all those acronyms for one. 2,000 swipes, man, that is so insane. Like, have some class. And only 8 matches, Jesus. I mean, no Diddy. He's not a bad looking guy, pause, but like, I don't know, man. Go to the gym, do something. Maybe it's the way his profile set up. He, I guess, matched with a slightly bigger woman. Not bad if that's your thing, but look, bro, you're gonna have to ditch the acronyms. Stop calling women LTBs or HTBs, MTBs, whatever, MTV, I don't know. Ditch those acronyms, like, and just live life in the moment. Maybe go outside. Dating apps are not it. Maybe go outside and connect with women around your local area rather than online. Maybe that'll work out better for him, but yeah, that's all the advice I gotta give. And for our last post in this miserable community for today, we have the face of one of the leading incel accounts, and this was a result of him trying to insult a woman on the internet, and his face is unfortunately exposed, but yeah, he looks real unkempt here. His hair is obviously a mess. He looks, you know, it just looks like he just woke up, which he probably did, but at the end of the day, man, like, you gotta take care of yourself more, man. And the post says, when non-incels insult the appearance of an incel, they're proving their point. All I gotta say is, look, dog, this could be easily fixable. I mean, man, all he needs is a haircut, maybe get your hair braided, or like just cut it all off, restart, go to the gym, you know, eat healthy, take care of yourself. Like, you could really turn yourself around, but you don't want to put the work in. He doesn't want to put the work in, and that's the problem. They complain so much about women not wanting to choose them that they forget to look inside and think, how can they improve? How can they improve their chances with a girl they want, instead of, oh man, woe is me, woe is me. Like, that's not gonna get them anywhere, man. Look, I'm be real. If you're anything like that one guy's picture earlier, all you have to do is pretty much get a good cut, maybe get some braids or your hair twisted, start going to the gym, exercise more, quit the adult content, stop watching that, maybe get a good skincare routine, eat clean, and you could literally they could turn around their looks in about like 6 months. But the problem is that they don't want to. They want to blame outside factors rather than looking within, and that's the problem. Accountability is a thing that a lot of these incels don't like hearing. And unless they start looking in the mirror and start wanting change and actually doing something and staying disciplined, it's gonna stay the same way. All in all, stay away from the incel mindset. Yeah, some things aren't gonna go your way with women, but it is best to be as self-aware as possible and to improve yourself as much as possible rather than blaming outside things. But let me know what you guys think of incels and the community of incel talk on Twitter. And if you got any advice for an incel or somebody who's thinking about becoming an incel, drop it down below in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe and peace.